attacked. New at noon, police are releasing new information about a suspect and the possible connection to another case. A modern convenience almost cost a Weymouth family their lives. The carbon monoxide scare linked to keyless ignition.
Downpours and some thunderstorms when this heavy rain moves out.
And stepping down, a longtime Boston University coach is walking away amid allegations of bullying. What she says about the decision.
Live from our studios in Boston, WBZ News at Noon starts right now.
Breaking news this noontime, storms are moving through the area, bringing lightning. Along with them, there have been several strikes in our area. In Lexington, at least 2 people have been hit. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Paula Eben. Those storms came rolling in just a few hours ago, and our Sarah Conji's live in Lexington with the details of these 2 strikes. Sarah?
Paula, a busy morning for Lexington firefighters, all thanks to Mother Nature. You can see the damage that was done to this home, the roof of the home here on Tufts Road. And then also, lightning injured a golf course worker. All of this happening within 5 minutes of each other. A hole in the roof shows where lightning struck a home on Tufts Road. 13-year-old Alan Jin was in the room right below the attic.
The first thing I heard was just a loud bang, and then the house shook.
The lightning hit before 9 a.m., sparking a 2-alarm fire. Luckily, Alan and his parents got out safely.
When we opened the attic door, there was just fire everywhere, and then my mom, she yelled there was fire, and so we all just got out of the house.
Just minutes before this house fire, police say they got a call from the Lexington Golf Club. A maintenance worker there was struck by lightning. Police say the victim was alert and conscious when taken to the hospital. A worker at another golf course down the road described the wild weather.
We heard the clap of thunder and then the lightning right after that. We saw a flash. It looked like it was coming from up on top of the hill, up where the homes are. And as fast as it came, it went.
The fire is out here at this home. Now workers are boarding up the hole that was left there in the roof that you can see. Again, the residents here got out safely, and according to Lexington police, the golf course worker did not suffer life-threatening injuries. Live in Lexington this noontime, I'm Sarah Conji. Paula, back to you.
Sarah, thanks, and let's take a live look outside for you right now. Threatening skies over the city of Boston, and this has already been an action-packed day. Our Todd Guttner has your AccuWeather forecast. What's ahead, Todd?
Well, Paula, it's going to continue to be stormy this afternoon, but I want to take it back a few hours, back to Lexington. Our lightning detection network picked up that strike. Here's Hanscom Base, here's 128, and there it is, right at about 8:30 this morning. This is all part of a much bigger system that's swirling across southern New England, and we're still getting some very heavy downpours within it. You can see heavy rain from Newburyport down 495 through Lawrence and Lowell, and then back through the city of Worcester and beyond. So some heavy rain to go through here. And down south of Boston, on the south coast, we've had additional thunderstorms with lightning. You can see more strikes showing up right now in Buzzards Bay, heading towards Cape Cod Canal, and Falmouth and Mashpee, the upper part of the Cape. And also down through Martha's Vineyard, seeing some of these heavy downpours. Within some of these thunderstorms, there is potential for some very small hail. Pea-size hail was reported a couple of hours ago down in Somerset in southeastern parts of the state. A lot of this activity will shift offshore by about 5 o'clock this evening, just in time for the Sox game later on. We'll clear out tonight, and then the wind becomes the biggest story over the next 24 hours. Much more in the forecast coming up. Paula,
lots to talk about. All right, Todd, thank you so much. New at noon now. Police are releasing more information about a Harvard student who was attacked off campus. An alert has been sent to students, faculty, and staff about this incident. It happened in Somerville on Beacon Street, right near the Cambridge line, early Monday morning. Our Bree Season joins us live now with the very latest. Bree?
Paula, Somerville police tell me that this attack is similar to one reported in Cambridge back on April 16th. In this case, the woman said she was walking down Beacon Street when she was grabbed by the arm and pulled into this courtyard in the middle of the night. An email blast from Harvard University to its students warning of an attack in another town near busy Porter Square in Somerville.
I was just shocked, surprised. You know, it's so congested around here.
What happened, according to the victim, a man grabbed her by the arm and dragged her into an alley off Beacon Street around 1 a.m. Monday. She screamed and fought him off.
You know, it's a city, and we're women, and around this time, men sort of go crazy because they can see our elbows and our ankles.
Neighbor Kitty Drexel says all the warnings to women about not walking alone and paying attention to their surroundings misses the point.
I'm going to take extra precautions, sure, but the onus shouldn't be on women. It should be on the people committing the crime.
Somerville police say they're working with the victim right now on a sketch of this potential suspect. They hope to release that later today. Live in Somerville, Bree Season, WBZ News. Paula, back to you.
Bree, thank you. A Cambridge teacher who's facing child pornography charges is due in federal court for a detention hearing this afternoon. Investigators say 27-year-old Josh Wyrie admitted to trading child pornography on the internet and using a hidden camera to capture children while they were undressing. Wyrie has been suspended from his teaching job in Cambridge. A Medford man's accused of enticing young girls to pose naked for money. Police say 30-year-old Peter Campobasso met them online and offered them money for naked pictures of themselves. The parents of a 12-year-old girl in Mansfield tipped off police after their daughter told them Campobasso tried to convince her to send photos. A police officer then posed as a young girl over the internet. Well, the head coach of the Boston University women's basketball team is leaving. BU reports Kelly Greenberg is stepping down after 10 seasons, effective immediately. At least 4 of her players quit the team this year. They claimed they'd been emotionally abused by Greenberg. Now, Greenberg denies the accusations, and several other of her past players have spoken publicly on her behalf. A part of a statement released today from Greenberg reads, "I do not agree with some of the findings of the review panel regarding my coaching style, which was intended to produce well-rounded athletes and a winning team. However, given all that has transpired, I do not believe it will be possible for me to continue as an effective coach at Boston University." Today, a couple and their 2 grandchildren are recovering after a simple mistake led to carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, the grandfather accidentally left the car running in the family's garage. It had a push-button ignition. He says he thought it was turned off. But the next morning, he felt sick and was taken by ambulance to the hospital. Soon after, his grandchildren were vomiting, his wife had collapsed. Police say the family likely survived only because the car eventually ran out of gas.
Thank God it ran out. Had it been more gas, we'd have been in trouble.
The home had no carbon monoxide detectors, but they were installed there yesterday. Right now, an investigation is underway into how a Lowell mother of 4 died. The family of Elaine Sweeney says the 52-year-old was vibrant, healthy, she took care of herself, but she died suddenly on Easter morning. They say her husband Andrew found her on the floor in the hallway. Investigators say the preliminary autopsy report showed unexpected results, so they're now waiting on toxicology tests, but her father remains skeptical.
I don't know what caused all of this. And she went to the doctors and all that, so we really don't know what transpired.
Are you suspicious in your mind?
Let's put it that way. I'm not 100% sure that there wasn't foul play.
Sweeney died just days before her husband was due in court for a change of plea hearing in a crash that seriously injured his wife 2 years ago. He was charged with assault and battery, and that hearing has now been postponed until next month. Attorneys for the friends of Boston Marathon bombing suspect Johar Tsarnaev want the case moved out of Massachusetts. Prosecutors charged D.S. Kadyrbayev and Azmet Taziyakov with obstruction of justice. Robel Philippos is charged with lying to investigators. The 3 met Tsarnaev at UMass Dartmouth. Their attorneys say pretrial publicity makes it impossible to get fair trials in the Bay State. Governor Deval Patrick is making another attempt to limit the use of the powerful painkiller Zohydro here in Massachusetts. A federal judge will not allow a ban on the drug, so the governor will now have doctors complete a risk assessment and pain management agreement before they can prescribe the new drug. They will also have to use the state's online prescription monitoring program. to help prevent potential abuse. And developing this noontime, authorities say an object of interest has been found in the search for the missing Malaysian Airlines jet. Analysis is underway on a piece of sheet metal with rivets that washed up on a beach south of Perth. Still, officials say this isn't likely to have come from the missing jet. Well, still to come, a life-saving trip, how a family reunion could help save this young boy's life. But first, he became the first American to win the Boston Marathon in over 30 years. But he's not done yet. The big thing ahead for Bev Keflezighi. And Boston bound, Hillary Clinton is in town today. The special event she'll be attending, that's straight ahead.
Now, keep that in your head.
The world's eyes turned to Boston. This was our moment, and together, we finished the race.
This is a marathon unlike anything we have ever seen.
WBZ-TV congratulates all the runners for a Patriots Day like no other.
It's just a great energy out here.
This year and every year, we are proud to be the only local station to bring you every moment of the race. WBZ Channel 4, your official home of the Boston Marathon.
Eliminate drafts and save energy dollars with new windows from Team Window, part of the Belden Home Solutions family. Call now for special savings on new windows.
Clogged gutters cause damage to your overhang and trim, landscaping, your flower beds, even your foundation. It's been a tough winter. If you're tired of dealing with those old gutters, pick up the phone and call us here at Minuteman Leaf Guard. Look at the Leaf Guard system in action. Ask about our clog-free guarantee. We have thousands of satisfied customers throughout the Boston area. Call in now to get 60% off labor. Ask about interest-free financing and a $200 gas card as a bonus with purchase.
Hey, whether you're calling in from the North Shore, South Shore, or anywhere in between, now's the time to take advantage of special savings. Eliminate gutter problems forever. Leaf Guard's built to stay clog-free, guaranteed. Remember our motto, get it and forget it.
Call in now to get 60% off labor on Leaf Guard. Call the toll-free number now.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Luna.
Buy 2 rooms of flooring with installation and get product for the rest of your home for $99.
877-241 Luna.
This portion of WBZ News is brought to you by the Central Mass and North Shore Home Shows.
A very special reunion for this New Hampshire family. Siblings from nearly half a world away now back together to try to save a life. Bahalu Barry has severe aplastic anemia and he needs a bone marrow transplant. His 2 siblings in Ethiopia were a perfect match, so they flew into Logan Airport and today they'll be meeting with doctors at Boston Children's Hospital. This is the first time they've been out of their village, and Bahalu's adoptive parents are overjoyed they're here.
I'm so grateful they're here.
To have them here after this last 2 months of struggle and anguish and hope and sometimes despair.
The 3 siblings will take some time to reconnect before the transplant process begins, and that transplant could happen in about 2 weeks. Well, 27 tulips of the John Paul II species are being grown in Poland. They will be sent to Rome to commemorate the canonization of the Polish Pope this weekend. They will be laid in St. Peter's Basilica, where Pope John Paul II is buried. Each tulip symbolizes 1 year of the Pope's 27-year papacy. And WBZ will have live coverage of the canonization of the popes, Pope John Paul II and John the 23rd. I'll be traveling to Rome tomorrow, and I'll have live reports for you from the Vatican beginning Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock. Today, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is here in Boston. This afternoon, she'll be addressing a sold-out leadership seminar put on by Simmons College. Clinton says she is considering a run for the White House in 2016, but has not made any formal announcements. And a meeting of the late-night minds. How Stephen Colbert's already getting comfortable on the set of The Late Show. That's up next.
Paula, it was a stormy morning. Expect a stormy afternoon. I'll let you know how much longer we do with this wet weather coming up next.
who had trouble with other employees.
Correct.
How many other people in the company inappropriately touched you?
8.
Judge Judy.
Today at 4 on WBZ-TV.
Survivor tonight.
Tony's not so predictable. I blindsided LJ.
His ruthless gameplay
I couldn't tell you about LJ and I
You
couldn't...
told me I'm on the bottom of the alliance?
has made him a target.
I don't feel safe with Tony.
Now, paranoia makes this cop go on a stakeout.
I came up with the idea to make a spy shack where I can hide and I'm gonna hear everything.
I don't trust Tony. You know, he lied to my face. I'm okay with getting him out.
I'm in trouble.
New Survivor, CBS tonight, 8/7 Central.
It was a tough winter, tough on you, tough on your home, tough on those old open-faced gutters. The last thing you wanted to do is climb a ladder and stick your hands in that cold water to clean out the gutters. Don't do it anymore. Get Leaf Guard. Ask about our clog-free guarantee. Lots of colors to choose from. 60% off labor. And if you call now, interest-free financing. And if you call during this program at 1-800-GUTTERS-LEAF GUARD, you get a $200 gas card, which will come in handy as a bonus with the purchase of Minuteman Leaf Guard.
Even the toughest spills are no match for the ultimate vehicle protection. Custom fit WeatherTech floor liners. Order yours today at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CarMats. WeatherTech, proudly made in America. Toyota is #1 in value, but it gets better. Because we give you all new stylish Toyotas. Better yet, we give you great deals with the Toyota Gifts of Spring Savings Event. Receive our lowest $178 a month lease on an all-wheel drive RAV4 with no cost maintenance included. Or get 0 for 60 plus $500 bonus cash on Sienna, including all-wheel drive models. Hurry, Gifts of Spring will be wrapped up soon. Toyota, let's go places.
Some are novices, some are triathletes, some ride for their family and friends, and some ride for themselves, but they all ride for a cause. Be a part of the fight against cancer at the 35th Pan Mass Challenge. 12 routes through 46 towns across Massachusetts. Join us in the effort to raise $40 million for research and patient care at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. The Pan Mass Challenge, August 2nd and 3rd. For more information, go to cbsboston.com/PMC.
This portion of WBZ News is brought to you by Hingham Shipyard Marina's South Shore In-Water Boat Show.
Patriots fans, tonight is the night you've been waiting for. The 2014 NFL schedule will be coming out at 8 o'clock this evening. We'll learn the times and days for all of the Patriots games, including any Thursday night games that you'll be watching right here on WBZ. We'll have the full lineup for you tonight at 11. And tonight at Fenway Park, the Sox will take on the New York Yankees in the second of the 3-game series with New York. Boston Marathon winner Meb Keflezighi will be throwing out the first pitch. And Meb is the first American to win the Boston Marathon since 1983. He completed the 26.2 miles in just 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 37 seconds. And I gotta say, Todd, it was a thrill. I got to be right there. I walked right down to the finish line as he crossed. It was like being behind home plate or something. You know, it just was so
Right there, right
exciting.
front.
What a great race. So, boy, we had that perfect weather on Monday. Now we've had the rain move in.
Downhill fast.
Talk about the lightning out there.
Yeah, you know, our first real experience with thunderstorms this evening. Thankfully, aside from lightning, of course, which is always dangerous, we don't have severe hail or damaging wind gusts. We just have the heavy rain and a few bolts of lightning. Here's a look at the radar, and this is a pretty big swirl over central eastern Massachusetts down through Connecticut and Rhode Island. A little area low pressure filing through here, and that's producing some heavy downpours and some rumbles of thunder. So we had the thunder earlier this morning in the Lexington area. New bolts forming down here with these thunderstorms. Buzzards Bay right in here. Here's Martha's Vineyard. Got the Upper Cape, Falmouth, and Mashpee seeing some extremely heavy rain. This will pile up on the roadways pretty quickly and make for some difficult travel. You got lightning bolts here up around the Cape Cod Canal too, and this is all shifting on off to the north. You head up the South Shore, heavy rain for Route 3 and all South Shore communities through Situate, Cohasset, Hull, and on up through Braintree and eventually to Boston. Just light rain right now in the city, a few drops. That'll change later on as this, which is some very heavy rain for Lowell, Lawrence, and back to Worcester, shifts to the coastline. And you can see it better on our timeline. Over the next few hours, we'll see this back edge work through Boston. So 3 o'clock, it gets to the coastline, more heavy rainfall for us then. And then it starts to shift offshore, just in time, by the way, for the Sox-Yankees Game 2 this evening. First pitch is at 7 o'clock. I have a feeling there'll be a lot of those pictures on Twitter of the sun setting, beautiful light on the side of the sky in the western horizon, and the Sox getting going there at about 7 o'clock. So it should be drying out at Fenway Park if you have tickets. The problem is it's going to get chillier, and it's going to get pretty windy. Already seen the wind starting to pick up. Temperatures have been dropping from the upper 50s now into the lower 50s. So there's a different feel in the air than there was earlier this morning. And gusts tonight, the house may be rocking a little bit. This will be the big story over the next 24 hours, the wind gusts. 40-mile-per-hour gusts tonight, and then tomorrow, times we could get a 50-mile-per-hour gust, anywhere from about 9 o'clock through about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Then the wind finally lessens tomorrow night, and then Friday looks much better. We'll clear out tonight. It gets very windy with lows 35 to 40. Generally, the winds be between 20 and 30 miles per hour, but again, they could gust over that, about 35 or 40 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning, cold wind with a temperature of 45. Wind chill when you head out tomorrow morning will be in the 30s. Northwesterlies 20 to 30 miles per hour. Sunny tomorrow, which will be nice, but very blustery, gusts over 30 midday. And again, clear tomorrow evening with the wind still an issue. About 58 degrees, your high temperature tomorrow. Let's go to my AccuWeather 7-day forecast now. And you can see that we will see drier weather here for the second half of the week, mostly sunny. Thursday, Friday as well. Friday looks real nice in the afternoon, high temperature 62. Some scattered showers on Saturday to start the weekend. But a good finish to the weekend, a little on the cool side. Temperatures by then, Paula, will be in the 50s.
Sounds good. Todd, thank you so much. Well, the meeting of the present and future of late night. The Late Show host David Letterman brought soon-to-be host Stephen Colbert on as a guest last night, but he may have overstepped his bounds a little bit.
These are the top 10 cocktails for Santa.
Top 10 cocktails from Santa. Okay, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, he didn't get that yet.
Turns out that was a list Colbert and his writing partner made 17 years ago when they applied for jobs to be writers on the Late Show staff. Very funny. And then the pair posed for a selfie, which Colbert tweeted out to his fans. And the Colbert Report wraps at the end of the year. Letterman will retire at some point in 2015. They have not announced the transition exactly just yet. Well, this Wednesday, we're keeping it very simple for dinner. Today on Tony and Steph's table, a flavorful and healthy salad sure to spruce up any springtime meal.
We're making a simple spring salad with arugula.
Absolutely. This baby arugula is absolutely fantastic right now.
And this time of year, the prices are great. And when you buy them at the store, you want to make sure nice and green all the way around, just like what you see here. The stem's not too long. When you bring them home, don't wash them before you store them, but always wash them before you enjoy them. Shelf life, very short, 3 to 4 days at the very most. And we're going to make a simple salad.
Simple salad, but lots of flavor.
Beautiful.
Of course, we're going to start off with one of my, well, actually, this is my favorite produce salad, blood oranges. You're going to put those
You
in
really
there.
like a blood orange a day, right, or two?
Yeah, a couple, if I can.
Okay.
Okay, then we're going to put in some shaved Parmesan.
All right.
Which is a great offset. Now, this right here is a vinaigrette of just 2 lemons squeezed and extra virgin olive oil with salt and pepper.
All right.
Pour that
And
over.
for a little bite, we're going to add just a little bit of scallions in there. The top of the scallions, so you don't have too much of a bite. And then...
Yeah, the white part has really most of the stronger bite.
Right. And salt and pepper. Where's the salt? There it is right here. I found it. That's it.
Always need salt and pepper.
Always salt, pepper. And this is a very simple but so delicious salad.
Yeah.
We're going to plate this right here. And Stephanie, could you get that balsamic reduction, put just a little bit on top?
Okay.
Put just a little bit on top.
Nice and sweet, which will complement the blood oranges beautifully.
Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Stephanie.
Oh, I can't wait.
The taste of spring. Beautiful. Bye-bye.
Well, she's a fashion icon, an athlete, and a new mother, but that's not all for Kate Middleton. The new skills she was showing off, that's coming up next.
Tony Tantillo, brought to you by Colavita, America's #1 selling Italian extra virgin olive oil.
Like us, and you could drive away with the car of your dreams. Enter the Like CBS and Win sweepstakes, and you could win an all-new 2015 Audi A3. Go to our Facebook page, click like, and enter for your chance to win.
Tomorrow on on WBZ News in the morning, a new way to maximize your reward points.
How to get that dream vacation without the hassle. And our next chance for rain, will it wash out your weekend?
Traffic and weather together and your daily talker starting at 4:30.
Eliminate drafts and save energy dollars with new windows from Team Window, part of the Belden Home Solutions family. Call now for special savings on new windows.
Certainly was a tough winter. If you're worried about the hidden damage to your old gutters, then call Minuteman Leaf Guard right now to get a free gutter analysis. Get the complete story on Minuteman Leaf Guard. If you're worried about those old gutters standing up to the heavy spring rains, now's the time to call Leaf Guard. Look at the Leaf Guard system in action. It can handle up to 32 inches of rainfall an hour. Call Minuteman Leaf Guard today, 60% off labor. Ask about interest-free financing. And if you call during this program, you get a $200 gas card as a bonus with purchase.
Hey Ron, folks are calling in for spring savings on Leaf Guard. Remember, it's the only one that's clog-free guaranteed. If for some reason your Leaf Guard system ever clogs, we'll come clean it out for free. That's a guarantee.
Thanks, Pat. 1-800-GUTTERS. Call Minuteman Leaf Guard now.
Hey, weren't you supposed to be looking for kitchen cabinets today?
Done.
Done?
Chase Building Supply.
Those guys know that. What about you? Didn't the wife want new windows?
Done.
Done?
Chase Building Supply.
Those guys know that.
Hey, weren't you supposed to pick out your new decking?
Done. Chase Building Supply.
Those guys know that.
Go with the ones who know. Chase Building Supply, Route 1 Foxborough, or at chasebuilding.com.
What's with the bleeps?
Toyota is #1 in value, but it gets better. Because we give you all new stylish Toyotas. Better yet, we give you great deals with the Toyota Gifts of Spring Savings Event. Receive our lowest $287-a-month lease on a Tundra Double Cab SR5 with no cost maintenance included. Or get our lowest $287-a-month lease on a 4Runner with no cost maintenance. Hurry, Gifts of Spring will be wrapped up soon. Toyota, let's go places.
This portion of WBZ News is brought to you by First Republic Bank.
This caller, DJ Kate, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, were breaking it down on the turntables during their tour of an Australian youth center. Later on in the day, Prince William showed off his artistic side, adding some spray paint to a graffiti wall outside the center. They had a great time on that trip. Well, a breastfeeding mother fought the TSA and won. Coming up today at 5, the lawsuit that will force the Transportation Security Administration to make some big changes. And you may soon have to pay more for your morning cup of coffee. Is that always the way? We'll tell you what's prompting wholesale prices to skyrocket. That's also coming up today on WBZ News at 5 o'clock.
Everything is skyrocketing right now.
Everything's going up.
Food prices through the roof.
Not the temperatures, though.
No, actually going down this afternoon. We started out in the upper 50s, felt a lot milder. You're right, Paula, this morning. Now it feels kind of chilly, but we still have those same downpours and thunderstorms. Obviously, sunshine returns tomorrow, but the wind will be a big story.
All right. Todd, thank you so much. Be sure to join us for our next newscast today at 5. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you then.